everyone. Welcome back. Ready to dive into something really cool. We're going to be talking about using AI to make, get this, your own educational podcasts.
Yeah, it's pretty wild how accessible this tech is making things. It's like anyone can create and share knowledge now.
It's seriously amazing. So we're taking a deep dive into this article from Katie Nuggets. They're like the go-to place for data science stuff online. Anyway, the article is called How to Create Custom Educational Podcasts with NotebookLM.
I'm all ears.
So picture this, those notes you have or articles you've been meaning to read, even like YouTube transcripts. This AI can turn them into engaging podcasts. And get this, the AI voices sound like, an actual conversation.
Okay, now that's cool.
Right. So we've got our expert here to break this whole NotebookLM thing down for us. So imagine you're explaining this to someone who has zero clue about AI. What is this NotebookLM thing?
Okay, good question. Well, think of it like, those notebooks you write in? This is like the super smart digital version. You jot down your notes, highlight the important stuff, maybe doodle a bit in the margins. Well, NotebookLM, it does all that digitally and a whole lot more.
Okay, I'm hooked already. I'm all about anything that helps me wrangle information overload, so this is right up my alley.
It does summaries, study guides. It can even make quizzes from your notes. But what we're really looking at today is, how it makes all that into audio, podcast style.
Now, that is a game changer. We are living in a world where everyone is constantly on the move, so turning info into something you can easily listen to, that's brilliant.
Exactly.
Okay, so walk us through this magic. How do we make a podcast with this thing?
Well, it's surprisingly easy. First things first, you go to get ready for this, https://notebooklm.google.com. That's where you find NotebookLM.
Got it. I just pulled it up. Okay, what's next?
All right, so you'll see this option to start a new notebook. Think of it as like a blank page, but for your audio project. So if you've used it before, just hit New Notebook to start fresh.
Makes sense. Okay, so we've got our blank canvas. How do we actually get the stuff we want to turn into a podcast into NotebookLM? Can you just copy and paste?
Yep, exactly. It's all about being flexible. Type right into the notebook, upload files, even links to articles or videos.
Wait, hold on. Even YouTube videos? That's kind of wild.
Yeah, it uses the transcripts from YouTube, which is super helpful for visual learners like me who always have a video on in the background.
Okay, see, now you're speaking my language. I'm a visual learner too. All right, so say I've got NotebookLM open and I fed it all the info I want to use. What's the magic command? How do I make the podcast happen?
All right, this is the fun part. You got to find the generate button. Look for audio overview in your notebook guide. It should be at the bottom of the page, and click that generate button. And bam, you're basically making your own deep dive right there.
It's really that easy. Just one button and boom, AI podcast.
Pretty much. It takes a few seconds to process everything, but then you can just sit back and listen to your, freshly made audio.
That's incredible. Okay, but what if I want to change something?
Oh, you totally can. You can adjust the playback speed. Like if you're short on time, download it to share, or even start over completely if you want to change things up.
Okay, that's awesome. So we have our AI-generated audio, but here's the thing. So we have our AI-generated audio, but here's the thing. Can we make it sound less, robotic? I want to feel like I'm having a chat with a friend, not listening to a textbook being read by a robot.
That's where this NotebookLM thing gets really cool. It's not just taking the info and spitting it back out as audio. It's about, you get to control how that audio sounds. Match your style, how you want to learn.
Okay, now you're talking. Customization is key. But what kind of control are we talking about here? Give me the details.
So first, there's the editing, obviously, right? Say you gave NotebookLM this long article about AI in healthcare, but you want your deep dive to be about personalized medicine. You can actually go in and edit the audio, cut out the stuff you don't need, highlight the parts that are, most important for your listeners.
That makes a lot of sense. It's like having your own 24/7 editor, super smart one at that. Okay, what other customization stuff is there?
Well, remember how you can give it whole documents, even YouTube transcripts. Say you're using a really dense research paper, but you only want your deep dive to cover a specific chapter.
Yeah.
No problem. You can tell NotebookLM to just focus on that section. That way your audio is nice and tight, targeted.
Yeah.
You're the one driving this whole thing.
See, this is what I'm talking about. I love that it's not all or nothing. We've got options. What else can we tweak?
Well, you can add intros and conclusions to your deep dive. That's where you can add your own personality, give your listeners a warm welcome, leave them with something to think about. It's all about making it more engaging, more human.
No, that is a good point, because a little personality goes a long way, especially with audio. Makes you feel more connected to the content, the creator even.
For sure, for sure. And of course, you can always change the playback speed even after it's done generating. Faster if you're in a hurry, slower if you really want to, absorb everything. You control the pace.
So we're really talking about like personalized learning here, right?
Yeah.
Tailored to each person and what they need, how they like to learn. That's huge.
Absolutely. Imagine learning, I don't know, complex stuff while you're on your commute, making dinner, out for a run even. This tech makes knowledge, well, it makes it accessible. Anyone, anywhere, anytime. It's a game changer for people with busy lives, people who learn best by listening.
Okay, my mind is officially blown, but let's take a step back for a second. Okay, so we can make AI-powered deep dives on anything, customize them like crazy. So what? Why does any of this matter? Why should anyone listening even care?
That's the million-dollar question, right?
Mhm.
I mean, this isn't just a cool new tech toy. It has the potential to change, like fundamentally change how we learn, how we share knowledge.
Yeah.
Make it more equal, more open to everyone.
Okay, now I'm really intrigued. Tell me more. Why is this such a big deal?
Well, think about it. Creating content just got a whole lot faster, easier. Educators, experts, anyone with knowledge to share, they can spend less time prepping and more time actually teaching, connecting with their audience, getting people excited about learning.
I can already see how this would be huge for teachers. They're drowning in lesson plans and grading. Give them back some time to actually teach. That's incredible.
Right. And it's not just about saving time. Remember, we talked about making things engaging.
Yeah.
This conversational style learning, this deep dive we're doing right now, it makes information stick. You're more likely to remember something you hear being discussed than something you skim in a textbook.
It's like that saying, tell me and I forget, teach me and I may remember, involve me and I learn. This is like next level involvement.
Exactly. And we can't forget about accessibility. People in remote areas, people with disabilities who might learn better with audio, people who just, learn best by listening. This tech could break down barriers, make education more inclusive for everyone.
This is so much bigger than I realized. We've gone from AI making funny cat memes to like potentially revolutionizing education. It's exciting, but kind of daunting too, you know?
It is, it is. But that's the beauty of exploring new technology, new ideas. It makes us rethink things, push those boundaries, imagine what's possible. And that leads us to a pretty profound question.
This whole thing has got me thinking, what if, and this is a big what if, but what if this tech could personalize education for everyone? Could we be looking at like a whole new era of learning?
Right. Imagine, instead of those one-size-fits-all textbooks, we've got AI tutors creating a learning plan just for you, based on what you need, what you're interested in, how fast you learn best. What if language barriers in education were like a thing of the past? This tech could translate anything seamlessly.
Wow, okay, yeah, those are some big ideas. I'm trying to wrap my head around what personalized learning on that scale could even look like.
It's pretty mind-blowing when you think about it, right?
Okay.
It makes you wonder, will classrooms even be a thing in like 10, 20 years? Will we look back on passive learning like we do those old clunky computers?
Definitely a lot to think about. But hey, that's what we do here at the Deep Dive. We take these complex topics like this AI tool and break them down. Hopefully, we've given you all some food for thought and maybe, sparked your curiosity to learn more.
Yeah. Maybe even try out NotebookLM, see what kind of learning experiences you can come up with.
Absolutely. If this deep dive into AI podcasts got your wheels turning, head over to https://notebooklm.google.com and give it a shot. Who knows? You might just discover a passion for learning or even, be part of a learning revolution. This has been an incredible deep dive, and we can't wait to see where this technology takes us. Until next time, keep exploring, keep learning, and keep asking those big questions.